Mayor, and I just am want to weigh in from a professional woman's perspective, career woman. I can't imagine being, if I were the mayor, like when I'm in a job, when I'm in a position, I like wholeheartedly like that. My job is kind of like my family. So I'm gonna turn her down. This is her live. She's politics and prosecco. I'll talk about that in a second. But so Michelle Wu is the mayor of Boston, and I'm not. I'm just familiarizing myself with her and the things that are happening in Boston. So what I want to say from a female's perspective of the situation, just knowing that if I have a job, a full-time job, and especially if I were, I mean, as the mayor, I feel like your town is your family. Like it's a 24/7 job. You don't It's a job where you don't get days off. Like there are certain jobs that when you go into it, you know that, right? So, and I know that she wants to, and it's great for her to be in that position and be a mom. Like it was so powerful and empowering to have her be in Washington with, breastfeeding her baby. That was a great statement for women, right? And I love that. But also, it's giving women that you can do it, you can do it all, do it all, do it all, do it all. You're strong. And that's true, you are. But that time should be like soft, cuddly, loving time with your baby and your family. Your baby and your family need you 100% in those certain years. And your job, if depending on what kind of job it is, most, I mean, again, if it's any type of public service job, it's 100% job. It needs 100% of you, and you can't give 100% to both. And I understand that you're trying to split it and you're doing the best that you can, and she's got all of these staff and everything, but that's the thing, like that's not how, for me anyway, that's not how it would be feasible. So I would, like, I'm doing all of these things later in life, like building businesses and doing all this literally crazy stuff, traveling. I'm juggling so much right now, but I, first of all, I know how to do it, and I know how to do it well because I juggled everything with my three kids while I worked. And secondly, I oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I won't pause it. Secondly, as a mom, I always wanted to be there 100%, and I felt bad. There was a time where I went and worked three jobs to make ends meet. And I was actually married at the time. I wasn't even a single mom. So that was ridiculous. Number one, I was completely settling. And number two, I was working three jobs, but my kids, I wasn't present for my kids. I mean, I felt like I was being a great mom because I was providing financially. But yeah, I saw something in my younger children that I didn't like. I don't even remember what it was, but I know that I didn't feel good. So I stopped and I enlisted the help of my family, my mom and my sister more, and raised my kids to the point where, and then when they got to be a certain age, driving and more responsible, then I could give, I could have more to give more percentage to my job. Not, I mean, I can never be 100% all the time, I guess, to either, as long as as I have to do both. That's just not realistic. And to make women, as long as we keep driving that perception, then women are going to try to keep trying to achieve that. So I'm not saying we shouldn't aim high, and I do aim high, and I do have high standards. Like I said, right now I'm juggling 50, 11 projects or whatever it is. But my kids are all grown and they're all doing great. My kids are all out in the world and they come home, we have a relationship, and I'm proud of them. And I'm also not worried that I'm shortchanging them. So again, I'm just a devil's advocate. I'm coming from both sides because I am totally for all of I mean, my favorite people right now. And again, I'm a novice when it comes to politics. I never, ever, ever wanted to pay attention. I just always thought, first of all, it always just seemed like a bunch of rich men that were, in charge and telling everybody what to do. That's what my perception of politics was. But this is what I'm saying, like seeing women like Michelle Wu and Jasmine Crockett, and there's so many others that I'm coming across and I start to follow here and there. That I'm listening to and learning from. And then Jaquetta, she's literally like so amazing. So her podcast is Politics and Prosecco. She has got an extensive background in politics, but she speaks to women like me, who in a way that I can understand what she's saying. And she's not like pushy. She gives her opinion, and she gives her opinion, but she gives it so that she explains her side and it makes sense. You can understand why, even if you don't agree with her view. So, and I'm not saying that I don't agree with any of her things, but it doesn't make me feel like I need to pick her point of view. It just gives me a good way to gauge and then make my own decisions. Because again, and I noticed, today she talks about Cory Booker, and he is outside right now and very much in our feeds. It just keeps constantly coming up. So I'm thinking, is this God telling me to pay attention to this dude? And then, he's a football player. They keep talking about that. So my son played football. So I enjoy football. It's something that I am very relatable to, and I know what you go through to have a successful life in football. My son got scholarships to play in college, and he's still playing, actually. So, we've been blessed. We've been absolutely blessed in that area of life. And so I relate to it. So it's coming up on my feed, and like, am I being tricked? So she gave some information on Cory today, and that that will help me. And that is helping me, process all of this information that's coming. I really need to go eat something. I'm getting some outfits together to shoot some content. I am loving being on YouTube. So if you're new, I'm new to this YouTube. I'm not new to YouTube. I just always thought YouTube was a thing for music and, looking up videos and how to do stuff. But I'm loving it. I'm so loving it. So I'm shooting some fashion content. I was watching my friend Jaquetta on Instagram, and Fenty has these lip oils that I cannot wait to get to, y'all. And what else? All right, I'm going to get off of this, and I'm going to take a social media break. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I will be back soon with more crap talking and troublemaking and whatever it is that I'm doing. What I am doing is trying to be in alignment with what God told me to do today. So I feel like I've been shortchanging myself once again. I've been settling. Every time God gives me an instruction, I have been coming up with all the reasons why I'm not good enough, which is why I replayed my Monday morning prayer call today, and praise the Lord. I literally heard stuff, even though I listened on Monday, and today is only Tuesday. I feel like it's been 4 days. Even though I listened during the call live yesterday, there was definitely stuff that I did not hear that was confirming today, like things that happened yesterday, literally things that happened yesterday, and now what I'm supposed to be doing today. So, and I've been praying to God to be very loud and clear, and to give me discernment. And if he knows that I'm not listening, even if I say, I know I hear you, but I ain't listening, like, set it on fire, Lord, make me trip, like whatever it is, because I want to be hearing. I want to be hearing what he says. I want to be doing what he says. And I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing else. So, and I don't want to start thinking up stuff. So I'm getting really good. I did record my prayer closet, what I call my prayer closet, which I didn't go into a separate area. I just stayed right into this little work area that I have. This is an office. It's an office and a dressing room off of my bedroom. But yeah, I've got a lot. I have so much. I have some big decisions. That's what it is. I have to kind of make some final executive decisions today. Which I'm grateful to be able. I know that I can do it. I'm able to do it. I have everything that I need. I don't need to consult with anybody. I've already consulted with God, and I'm going to get some nourishment in my body, so that's not because that messes with me. So that's another thing I learned about myself in this healing process, is when I'm hungry, it affects my emotions and depressive thoughts. So I'm gonna get some nourishment in my body, so I'm feeling good and thinking clear, and then I'm gonna do my work with my phone on D&D, no social media. And then I'll get back to recording some content later, which again, like, shout out to YouTube, because when I decided to become a full-time content creator, I was using another platform and it was really stressful. So now I'm literally having so much fun. So I hope to see you back here. And if you know anybody that would be interested in my channel, please like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. And I will try to get back to it as soon as possible. Thank you.